practice at the local range over at Tomahawk. So I'm always kind of prepared to play. And the last time I played I'm like, okay, this is the day, because I have managed to shoot in the 70s every year still, at least a couple times or at least once. And it's September and it ain't happened yet. So the other day I played.
For a trip out to Burning Tree.
The other day I played, and I was going to play at Tiffany, but they were aerating the greens. And so I said, okay, we'll go to our little haunt over in Burning Tree. We better stop talking about this thing.
Oh, it started to fill up. Last time I was there, I was like, I had to wait. That place is great.
Yeah. So anyway, I said, okay, this is the day. This is gonna this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of disaster ensues here to get in the way of this particular thing? So I go and I start, and believe me, folks, I'll truncate this, and this will be no more golf after this. So I play the first hole. It's an automatic bogey. It's a par 4, but it's par 5 length for me now. I can't get there in 2.
Because he won't hit from the appropriate tees.
Well, no, this is a short golf course. You got to play the back. I mean, you have to play the back there. It's only 6,000 yards from the back.
I know.
So that
Danny,
that hole, you just got to play. You just got to nut up. So anyway, it's 440. So if you make 5, it's fine. So I made 5. Then I play in the next hole,
which should be an automatic birdie for a man of your
the third
ability.
hole. The third hole's easy. The second hole's not that easy. And but anyway, so I hit a good drive, and I got 146. Now I know I have 146 because I look at my phone.
Yeah.
So I hit a bad shot, and I didn't really know where it went. I don't think I know I didn't shank it, but I never saw it.
Yeah, and that hole's easy.
So I think it went left, and it's along the river. It's the one that's along the river.
Yep.
So I really didn't know where the ball was. I thought it was left, so I'm driving around looking for it. And the reason I know it was 146 because that was the last time I saw my phone for 45 minutes.
Oh, no.
Because my phone, I set it on the seat instead of putting it in one of the little cubbies or whatever. And clearly I went down, I spun the cart around, and phone is gone. And I'm by myself. No. Now, I don't realize that I don't have my phone until I've teed off on the next hole. But luckily, I'm looking for a yardage on the next hole, and I'm like, no phone. So panic ensuing.
Yeah.
Losing your phone just blows.
Oh, my God, yes.
So,
well, it's somewhere between there and where you check yardage,
so I have an actual frame of reference here. I know that
it's like a 500-yard span.
It's like 500-yard span. So I know I'm likely to find it, but it's still 500 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anywhere.
And so I figure intuitively it's got to be where I went down towards the green on 2 and spun the cart back to go back and start to look for it. In the end, that's where it ended up being. But I went up and down the 500 yards for 45 minutes before I finally found it.
No.
Yeah.
God, you must have been by yourself out there.
Oh, I was. No, a couple guys came by and they called it. Now, my phone is always on vibrate, but sometimes you can hear it vibrate a little bit. But that didn't help. People were nice.
Well, I can see it. And you didn't break the screen dropping it.
Then I'm starting. No, nothing happened to it. Then I was finally, I'm like, all right. So a couple passes. Now I'm really in panic mode here. I'm like, first of all, I'm pissed because now my time to play golf is waning.
Yeah.
I'm distraught, so...
You're going to play like crap anyway.
So anyway, it's bad. So, fine, I'm not giving up, but I said, well, this sucks. I go back for it. So finally I said, it really has to be in this one area, because the other places, it was bright light. You would have seen it easier. It's got to be in this shady area. Well, thank goodness, there it is. So, big relief. And actually, I started to play well, and then I threw it away, so... and shot 81, of course, whatever. But, in the end, I finished the round. I said, well, what would you have rather done? Shoot in the 70s or lose your phone? So I tried to be, happy.
Well, shoot in the 70s and lose your phone, or shoot in the 80s and have
your phone.
I mean...
Yes, I wanted my phone.
Ask me that question. I'll take the 70s.
Yeah, but you've never done that.
Correct.
Right. Well, you want both is what you want, but I bounced back. I made a birdie. I'm sort of on course to do it, and then I played a couple of bad holes, and there she went. I recovered to the point where it was feasible. I was playing sort of chunks of holes. It was getting old Burning Tree was getting a little more crowded, so I played like 7 holes, and then I went over to started the front 9 again because it was back. So
and you're still going to count that?
Well, I would have played all 18 holes in.
Just not in succession.
Not right. I didn't replay any holes. I didn't do anything. I didn't restart. I played all the holes, but in the end, I failed. In the end, I failed.
That's what she said.
She's never said that.
Danny, this has been so much fun, buddy. How about Thirsty Thursdays? How about we do it again in 2 weeks?
I think that's probably a good idea, Joe. Now, you know what we're gonna talk about here after we finish is whether we want to hatch a plan to somehow go see Kansas play football at Children's Mercy Park, because I have no ESPN still.
I thought they were done at Children's Mercy.
No, they have a game at UNLV Friday night against UNLV.
Oh,
two games
that's
there.
Children's Mercy. Yeah. I've got tickets to all the Arrowhead games.
Well, that doesn't help. But that doesn't mean I won't go with you for that.
Well, Danny, how about I just give you the login to the old YouTube TV and you just...
you're saying that for public consumption here? They're going to come and get us.
No, I would never do that.
No, well, maybe it's time we lock down this conversation after this wonderful edition of Thirsty Thursday, Sense and Nonsense. Salute!
We hope you enjoyed the latest Danny Klingscale Reasonably Irreverent podcast. Come back soon for something fresh and new. This podcast was made possible by our great sponsors like the 23rd Street Brewery in Lawrence, great food, finely crafted beers, cocktails, and great sports viewing in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Join Matt Llewellyn and his great staff at 23rd and Castle in Lawrence.